I moved over here about 22 years ago, and it seemed like everything was going downhill. And I'm like, I just started walking from my place, and I ended up here. And I'm like, God, and I looked over, and it said Emmaus House. And all of a sudden, I walked up the steps, and I've been addicted ever since.
Emmaus gives everybody opportunity who wants it. You know, you can come here homeless, come to church homeless. They treat you like a regular human being.
Everybody at Emmaus House is like a family. And if you need something, you can just ask somebody else, and they'll be sure that they help you whatever you need.
The reason Emmaus House is important for this diocese and important for the city of Atlanta is it's always been a place where people can stop and sit down together, have a conversation, and learn from one another.
The education part is vital. These kids finish high school and there's nothing for them to do.
It takes a nation to raise a child. As they come here and they learn, they take the opportunities and grow.
We do a summer day camp that's amazing with 120 kids registered. They were able to stay on grade level because we had such good Georgia certified teachers. They had very positive experiences in terms of cultural enrichment. We have a middle school arts program. This summer they did pottery and they did video documentary making. And the results, both in terms of the pots and also the other fun and creative experiences they had, and in terms of the video, shows how much that built up their self-esteem, their capacity to problem solve, their grit to get through something even though it was hard.
Wood turning is one of the popular craft activities. They see that, it comes from a tree, and then, how you cut it, how you prepare it, how you turn it, what you have to do to make a pen or a bowl. So that, they're actually doing the work and then finishing it. Those are, good work habits that develop skills that are transferable.
My ministry has always been about being a guide, helping people to move into spaces where they might feel a little discomfort. Our hope is that Emmaus House can be an advocate in this community. You're rich or you're poor, whether you're a child or a senior citizen, it's a neighborhood where people can live and they can work and they can play and they can be in relationship with their neighbors.
Since I've been here, I created a job search program. I just basically screen them and see how I can work with you to maneuver you to employment. In fact, I just left a recycling plant where I had to go meet the managers because they found out what I was doing here at the Emmaus House. I've been sending them, good clients as far as employment. So it helps all the way around.
I worked last year at the Maria Low-Key Center. We probably served over 1,000 people. From June to July, we served over 1,000 people. And with that, we were able to help people with voters registration, help people with getting food, finding local shelters, finding places where they could stay.
When someone calls me up and says, what will my dollar do for Emmaus House, for example, I will say it'll put food on the table. We're in a food desert. We have the highest child poverty rate in the city. It will pay for a $25 full physical because we have an arrangement with a local charity clinic that we can get uninsured people from our neighborhood health care. It'll pay for staff that will very patiently work through the difficult processes of getting a Georgia ID card, enrolling on the computer on food stamps. It'll even pay for a computer to do that on.
There is an open spirit here. There's a peace here. You will catch that peace if you come here. Just to hear people who come back through here saying oh, if it hadn't been for Emmaus House, I don't know where I would be now.
The Emmaus House helped me grow into a young man. The people in the neighborhood are so close because of Emmaus House.
It feels like I'm helping the world. It gives me so much energy, like I just left from over there, right? And I helped like maybe 9 people in 30 minutes. And they worked out, thank you, have a blessed day. And they had a smile when they left.
I came down here thinking I was supposed to be helping people. And I discovered that I was the one that was getting the most help.